Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are. For me, it's good afternoon. Slight update of the markets today again, as we are providing daily market updates. And today we're going to discuss Bitcoin and XRP as the airdrop has just passed by and we did not see a pump. No shit. Before we're going to continue, I would like to ask you to subscribe to this channel as we're going to build up towards a heavy 2021. And next to that, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'll go live there next week to answer all your questions that you have, what I do on a day-to-day basis and more. I'm going to do that every 2 weeks, just giving a little insight in what I'm doing in my life. Then surrounding the markets or what I just did, if you or you might know, I'm also doing interviews for Cointelegraph, writing articles there. You can find my latest interview on their YouTube, in which I have discussed everything with the current markets with Pompliano, and I'm really proud that I've been asked for the interview with him, as he's one of the largest bulls and biggest audiences in the crypto community. Surrounding the markets, what we have discussed yesterday, and I will not be going into a very long update today, as the markets are relatively boring. What I in general see on the markets right now is that we're getting a week of relatively, or weekend of relatively calm pace, in which the crucial areas to break through are either that area around 18.8 that we have discussed previously, and on the lower time frames we'll get to there. If we break 18.8, the next hurdle is 19.4. Any of these two, if those are going to reject, the bearish divergence is valid and there is a lower high. Most likely 18.8 is the crucial one, as then we are most likely getting a further downwards move, and then I'm targeting 16k. If 18.8 breaks, I'm going to look at a new touch of an all-time high, as most likely the previous correction we had is a deviation below the low, of below the range, and we're going to attack the range high above 19.4. So looking at the picture on the lower time frames, we can see that we have those lower constant lower highs, which marked a downtrend on the lower time frames. There's not a trend line right here, but it's similar. After that, we have rejected here at 18.5 to 18.7, which is the critical zone to break through, as I just discussed. We fell towards the next support area around 17.6, and 17.6 is the final hurdle before we are going to break down towards low 16s, in my opinion, or we're going to accelerate south. What do I see at this point is still lower highs, which means that we did not break this construction on lower time frames. And I think we have to break and flip this area around 18.5 to 18.7 as the crucial one. If that breaks, this trend line breaks as well, and we're going to target those highs around 94 to 95. At the moment we are inside resistance. CME closed on a lower level, which could identify another CME gap to be opened at this point. At this point, I'm thinking that we just discussed 18.8 is the crucial breaker on the daily time frame as well, which is similar. So if we get a reversal, I think we might be dropping towards 18.1, get another test. If we fill through again, I'm assuming we are going to fall further down the line, in which next week is going to be corrective as well. And that's all. All the crucial triggers are around this key zone here that we just discussed, including the trend line. We're currently holding the 200-day MA. Losing the 200-day MA will probably bring acceleration, as at this point we're just falling down relatively swiftly or relatively in a calm pace, which means that the acceleration still has to come. It's not a drop down like we've witnessed previously, so it's relatively calm. Overall, no real engagement in the markets as well, which means that people are not really watching the markets, and it's just a calm vibe. Lower time frames still bearish, higher time frames, if we correct to 14k or 16k, that's granting massive opportunities for everyone that's interested in the markets. Altcoins are starting to shape up in a nice way, which means that there is going to be a heavy potential for the first quarter of 2021, as I've been discussing the previous weeks. Then we have got another one, which is XRP. Probably this week is the airdrop. I've not been watching it, but that seems to be the case. Higher time frame, we still see the crucial levels that we have to hold. I've targeted 46 cents as the main level. If that is lost, I'm targeting the 30 cents level. Lower time frames, lower lows, lower highs, for instance, and lower lows on the lower time frame here as well. I'm targeting any long here for a potential day trade. If we do break up and we flip this previous support for support again, or we do it at 54, I'm interested as well. But now it just seems to be a bouncing ball in a downtrend, through which I'm relatively cautious in taking longs until we get a clear bottoming confirmation. And if we take the higher time frames on XRP, it's just looking like a general pump and correction notion. So it's just a bigger version of the one we've witnessed here, and then you generally want to be relatively patient, especially after the airdrop has finished. If we take the XRP BTC pair, we can also see that I've been watching one level and we are approaching that level. So we are getting close to any entry long on XRP, which is around 2400 sats as my clear identified trigger for a potential long. For now, I'm not interested in any long until then. Small update. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please like beneath, subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram, and have a wonderful weekend.